Boy, get the fuck out of my house.
Hey, come on, man.
Suburb. Your girlfriend went through your phone while you were sleeping and found out you were cheating once again and kicked you out. How do you feel?
Well, if I'm being honest, I feel like I made a careless mistake. I feel like I just got too comfortable. She hadn't checked my phone in 5 months, so I thought she trusted me. I thought she believed in me, but it was all a lie. It was all a part of her master plan to get in my phone, get my guard down, and figure out who I'm taking to Pound Town. That's exactly what she did.
Suburb, be serious here. After getting caught cheating and getting kicked out, what could you do differently to improve your chances of not getting caught again?
Well, if I'm being honest, I'd probably say no longer using iMessage, because even though you can delete the message can be recovered from recently deleted. So, like, I'd say no longer using iMessage. You know, from now on when I text, I'll probably be on Instagram in vanish mode or even Snapchat, but iMessage will no longer see my face, because when it comes to cheating, iMessage is not very greeting.
So, but this is your third time you've been caught cheating. Do you ever plan on retiring from cheating and becoming a faithful man, or do you plan on doing this for the rest of your life?
Let me ask you this. When you were learning to walk as a baby and you fell down 3 times, did you stay down that 3rd time and give up and never walk again? Or did you get up that 4th time and try walking again?
I got up there 4 times, tried walking again.
Exactly my point. Just because you take a couple losses in life doesn't mean you let that stop yourself from taking a W. In life, we're all gonna lose. We're all gonna fail. It's impossible to escape failure. But none of that truly matters, because if we keep going, as long as we keep going, we will eventually win. And not only will we escape failure, but we will also obtain success.
Thank you for your time, Suburb.
No problem. Hey, Dino, come outside, chicken. Tell her we back to my man, chick. Forgive me. Fuck, man. Relax, man. We're gonna get you some next time. Just chill.
So we know Deuce didn't get any play, but you just took one of the most beautiful girls to Pound Town, dropped off at Backshot Boulevard. Tell us how you feel, and why don't you look happy?
Well, if I'm being completely honest, being with a girl that looks that beautiful is absolutely amazing. She can eat like a homeless man that hasn't been fed in 2 weeks, and she can bounce it like an overpumped basketball. Everything about her was wonderful, but my man right here didn't get any play. And on a team, if one person loses, both people lose. And he lost, so unfortunately we both lost. As simple as that. Job wasn't finished.
And Deuce, what's the reason you think the girl you're with decided to not hand over the buns?
He's pissed. If I'm being honest, I'd say she's more the relationship type. You know, but we've seen plenty of those before. They're still 100% breakable. You just got to put in a little more effort and tell them the right things at the right time. And unfortunately, he just didn't do that. That's why he didn't get the buns, I gotta be honest.
What would you say you guys do differently next time to complete the 2-man mission properly?
I would say manipulation, most definitely. You know, there were times where we weren't manipulating as properly as we should have. You know, even though we're the 2 best master manipulators in the league, I feel like when it comes to the art of manipulation, you can always be better. And yeah, I feel like that's something we truly need to work on, manipulation.
All right, Suburb baby. Deuce, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Should've stayed home with my girlfriend.
And that's your f***ing problem right there. You always focus on your girlfriend. Focus on the mission, man. Focus on the mission. We didn't win. You didn't get none. Focus on the mission.
Guys, congratulations on completing the 2-man. Now, Suburb, we just seen you take one for the team. Take down one of the most top girls we've ever seen. What made you do such a thing?
Well, our goal before we came here was to complete the 2-man mission, no matter what the 2 women on the 2-man mission looked like. And that's indeed what we did. Right before I walked in this house, I told myself, no matter what the woman you're matched up with looks like, whether she's beautiful and brown or whether she looks like a clown, you will be taking her to Pound Town. And that is exactly what I did. I took her to Pound Town.
And Deuce, what do you think about Suburb's performance tonight? What would you rate it?
Honestly, 10 out of 10. He was unselfish from the jump. As soon as we walked in, he took the least attractive friend, took her to the room, and took one for the team. He didn't even look in the direction of the attractive friend, and that's what makes him so legendary. Most people don't have the heart to do what he did and immediately take one for the team. He's a different breed, that's all I can say.
And Suburb, what would you say all around was the most difficult thing about today's 2-man mission?
I'd probably have to say getting bricked and staying bricked, because in no way, shape, or form did I think the woman I was with was a baddie at all. She was actually so chopped, I'd call her a goodie. But yeah, you know, I had to use my imagination, you know, to believe she was a baddie. Sometimes my imagination wasn't working exactly how I wanted to work. So yeah, I'd say getting bricked and staying bricked was the most hardest part about today's 2-man mission.
All right, Suburb baby, Deuce Aries, thank you for your time.
Houston, this is for you! We did it, baby! I want it all!
Shit! Officer Brick, you just tried to pull over somebody for absolutely no reason, and after a 2-hour high-speed chase, he eventually got away. How does it feel to be so close to catching an innocent man, and at the end, he slipped away?
Well, hold on, Timmy. Hold your horses now. He's not so innocent. He's just like you. He was Y'all always got something wrong going on. And to answer your question from earlier, it feels actually horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's the worst feeling in the world, if I'm being honest. To know that another one of those is out loose, running in the streets, when he should be behind bars in a cage. Hate the feeling, Timmy. Absolutely hate it.
Officer Brick, do you feel like pulling over innocent people that haven't broke any rules of the road is wrong of you, and will you continue to do this?
Well, like I said before, Timmy, they're not that innocent. They're just like you. That's immediate partial guilt right there. Immediate partial guilt. And yeah, my ways may be wrong and unorthodox at times, but they work. Every 7.5 out of 10 times I pull over one of those, they're doing something wrong. Whether they broke a rule of the road or not, they got something wrong in that car. You just got to pull them over, check the car, and see what that wrong is. And that's what we got to do to keep the community safe, Timmy.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, Officer Brick.
No problem. Hey, stop that boy in that hoodie.
For what? What'd he do?
Stop him and find out what he did. God damn it. Jake, can you please explain to us what happened out there today? You're usually more focused while you're cheating. You usually don't perform like this.
Well, first of all, no matter who you are, every cheater is going to have an off day. It doesn't matter if you're Jeff, a driver from Amazon, or if you're Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon. Every cheater has a bad day where they almost get caught in. Unfortunately, today was one of those days. What can I say? I'm only human.
Can you please explain why you were so distracted out there and couldn't properly focus on the task that really mattered at the moment, which is cheating?
Well, if you must know, today is my wife's birthday. So while I was cheating, I was also doing my absolute best to text back as soon as possible so I can find out our dinner plans. But unfortunately, while I was texting back, I accidentally sent a voice message that could have ruined the whole operation. But thanks to the man above, it didn't. All glory to God.
What exactly was in the voice message, and what will you do next time to avoid a drastic mistake like this?
The voice message was a quick 3-second round of applause sent to my wife that could have ruined my career forever. Luckily, my wife isn't smart enough to realize what was actually going on, and I will avoid future mistakes like this by simply not using my phone while I'm cheating. No further questions.
All right, thank you, Jake. Thank you very much.
Jake, you just matched your career high with 46 points in 3 quarters. Tell me, how do you feel?
I feel absolutely amazing right now. You know, everything really worked in our favor tonight. You know, me and my girl didn't before the game how we usually do, so I had a lot of energy going through the game. The only thing I didn't really like about tonight was how that stupid we call a head coach took me out before I could beat my career high, but I'm not really tripping because on some LeBron shit, he will be gone by next year. Fired, finito, finished. Yeah, that's about it, Rand. That's about it.
Jake, you had 24 points in the third quarter alone. Tell me, what was going through your head in that third quarter?
Well, there was 2 things going through my head in the third quarter. The first one was these can't guard me, and no matter how much they practice, they would never be able to guard me in life, no matter what. And the second one was more like a Kobe mentality. I kept hearing Kobe's voice in my head saying, do not pass the ball no matter what. I don't care if all your teammates are open. I don't care if they send 5 teammates to guard you. I don't care if you see Jesus Christ himself open, begging for the rock. Do not pass the ball under any circumstances. Don't pass the ball. And that was about it, man. Just don't pass the ball. That's about it.
I see you and the rookie, James Bino, great chemistry on and off the court. Tell me, how did you guys get that chemistry?
Shit, you pay me $42 million a year. I have good chemistry with anyone. That goes for LeBron, Luka, Lil Uzi Vert, a goddamn Rock, any goddamn body, my shit, money talks. It's nothing in the world I wouldn't do for $42 million a year. I'm gonna keep it real.
Whoa, pause.
Ain't no pause, my boy. I meant that type of shit too. I eat $42 million. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Okay.
Damn, man!
Jake. You just caught another one of your ops lacking and sent him back to God. How does it feel to be 16-0 and still be undefeated? And why aren't you smiling?
Well, Timmy, if I'm gonna be completely honest, being undefeated feels great, amazing. But the reason I'm not smiling is because I was told it was only supposed to be the op in the car and no one else. But later on, when I checked the news, Fox News to be exact, I found out it was not only the op in the car, but his mom, sister, cousin, and aunt. I just don't like mistakes, Timmy. Someone on my team gave out the wrong information, and when I find out who it was, they will be dealt with accordingly. That's about it, man.
So Jake, what exactly will you do to this person who gave out the wrong information that led you to sending innocent people to God?
They will be traded to the losing team immediately. This street game is a no-nonsense, no room for error, no room for mistake type of game. If you want to be an amateur and make mistakes, I suggest you go somewhere where mistakes are common, forgiven, and basically accepted. And that would be the losing team that's down 16-0.
Jake, it's pretty obvious. Everyone wants to know what will you guys do differently next time to make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
Well, Timmy, there's an old saying my dad used to always say before he passed, and that saying is if you want something done properly, then you have to do it yourself. So from now on, I'll be doing it all myself. I'll be doing all the planning, all the driving, all the spraying, and all the trash talking. Because it's obvious people can't handle their own jobs. That's what I'll be doing differently, Timmy.
Thanks for your time, Jake. Good mission tonight.
You're welcome. Hey, man, somebody give me a switch, man. I shouldn't have to press that button more than one time. I need some shit that'll put Thanos down in one pop. God damn!
Jake, I noticed you was limping on your way over here, like something terrible happened. Please explain, what happened in the streets today?
Well, Timmy, as you can obviously see, the opposition caught me lacking tonight. Year after year, they've been trying to catch me lacking, and they couldn't do it. They tried to catch me at the drive-thru at Taco Bell, but I switch locations every time I go. I tried using my daughter as leverage, but as you can tell, I'm a horrible parent who couldn't care less about his children. And then they found my one weakness in the whole entire world. Pretty woman.
You telling me your team let you fall for the oldest trick in the book and a woman get your guard down so the ops can send you to Jesus Christ? Please, tell me about it.
I usually let my team know about all my business with women, but I didn't let them know about this specific one-man mission because I thought I truly didn't need to. I heard about the girl beforehand, and, you know, I thought as soon as we linked, there would be no talking, no bullshitting, etc.
and she would just hand it over to me like she's a quarterback and I'm a running back. But boy, was I wrong. And I paid the price for being wrong. The severely expensive price.
All right, Jake, last question before I let you go. The ops have taken to social media making light of this incident you had today. Tell me about it, and how does this make you feel?
Well, I might have gotten injured out there today, but I still thank God that I'm here. They can laugh all they want, but it still won't change the fact that the score is 16-0 and their homies are with Jesus, meaning they're never coming back. No matter how much they laugh and giggle on the outside, we all know on the inside they're grieving and begging God to give their homies a second chance at life. I suggest they stop laughing at me who's still here and go slide for Dino, Bino, and Travis, etc. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Jake, and glad you're doing okay.
Too bad the opposition isn't. Have a great day.
If I'm late, stay with that thing on my waist.
Suburb baby, you just caught your op electing at the park with his daughter and sent them both to God. So she's just starting to wonder if you have any limits when it comes to this, or if you're just pure evil.
Well, Timmy, anyone that's truly honestly in the streets knows how hard it is at times to catch an op lacking. They're always watching their back, always watching their surroundings. So at times you may never some people never get the opportunity to catch their op lacking. But luckily for me today, I got the opportunity to catch my op lacking. And I'll be damned if I let the opportunity slip away just because it's with his daughter. Fed the daughter 2-3s and fed the op 7-6-2s. It's as simple as that, Timmy.
Suburb baby, the streets want to know if next time we catch an op lacking, maybe leave the child out of it, because the child has nothing to do between the beef with you and the father.
You know what, Timmy? That is a very good question. But the thing about that is, that same child I leave out of it could remember who I am and slide on me later in life when they get old enough to operate a blick. So, you know, it's really risky. And me personally, I'm not a fan of unnecessary risk, so the child must go too. Pow, 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 meet God now. Simple as that.
Suburb baby, last question. How will you celebrate knowing that because of you, another op has been sent back to God and you have caused another funeral for a family?
Well, Timmy, I'll probably celebrate by, trolling the ops on Instagram, saying get back for your mans, come slide for your mans. We might, make a couple diss songs, but most importantly, I think the main one's going to be we're getting fly off the op pack. That one, that really burns in the heart. That's the main one we're going to do, Timmy. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you for your time, Suburb baby.
Thank you too, Timmy.
Excuse me if I'm late.
Stay with that thing on my waist. Excuse me if I'm late. Stay with that thing on my waist. Ooh, that shit hard.
Okay, Suburb baby, you off caught you lacking at the mall with your fifth baby mama and tried to send you back to God but couldn't. Why are you smiling? How does it feel to have so many enemies, or should I say ops, that want you gone?
Well, Timmy, I'm smiling because today's my 22nd birthday, and where I'm from, you don't make it past the age of 21. And I don't really feel any type of way that they want me gone, because I want them gone too. And every chance they get to find my location and slide on me, they better do it, because every chance I get to find the location and slide on them, I for sure will do it. We can do this however they want to do it, Timmy. I'm matching their energy. If it's a war, it's war. I'm not really tripping on none of that.
Suburb baby, do you have any idea how you will get revenge your ops for sliding on you while you're with your fifth baby mama?
Well, if I'm being honest, Timmy, revenge should be in motion right about now. I got some young guys that want to get put on the set sliding by the ops grandma's house to show the ops that we are not to be played with. The ops grandma has now passed, Timmy.
Already? Jesus Christ.
Already, Timmy. Already.
Suburb baby, last question. I have entered that the ops are mad about their grandma's passing and now they're switching for your grandma. How do you feel about that? Are you worried at all?
Not one bit. Grandma keeps that thing on her. She can handle herself. These degenerate, foolish clowns that call themselves demons are no match for my grandma. I'll tell you that.
Thank you for your time, Suburb baby.
Thank you, too.
Excuse
Me if I'm late, stay with that thing on my waist.
Yo, this my boy Fawn.
Oh, shit, what up, bro?
What up, man?
Whoa. Come on now, bro. You can't be saying that shit. That shit ain't cool and you know it.
Bro, Jake, you good, bro? Chill.
Good at what? What's your ethnicity, bro?
I'm Indian.
Meaning the only on planet Earth that you could possibly be related to is Stephen Curry. And by the looks of it, you look nothing like him. You can't say the word. Sorry, not sorry. No, he not good, dog. Look at him.
This my boy Fawn.
Shit, what up, boy?
What up, man?
Hey, boy, what the you just say to me?
Hey, bro, chill, you good?
No, he ain't good at shit, bro. Watch out. Hey, I don't give a how many chocolate people you grew up with or you hang around. You are not a You will never be one. Don't let me hear you say that shit again. Watch him out, boy. Nah, watch him out. I'm not playing with you. I don't play about that shit. Hey, get your mans, boy. Get your mans.
This my boy Fawn.
Oh, shit, what up, boy?
What up, man?
Not too serious. Y'all ready to go?
Hell yeah.
Oh, come on, let's go. Yeah.
This my boy Fawn.
Oh, shit, what up, boy?
What up, man?
What? Hey, man, chill. Don't you ever in your life call me that again. Stupid that damn boy.
This my boy Fawn.
I said, what up, bro?
What up, man?
Okay, y'all boys ready to go?
Hell yeah.
All right, come on. Deuce! Yes, my boy is king. Back in 30. Watch now. Jesus Christ, Deuce! But you scrub with such intensity. Apologies, my king. Don't apologize with your words. Apologize with your actions. Scrub softer. Jaden!
Yes, my wonderful king.
Stomach is growling. I'm hungry. Food now. What the f is that? Where's the seasoning? That food has no taste.
I'm sorry, my king.
And I'm sorry too.
For what?
Ah! Put some seasoning in the food before I start to get rude. Get out! Oh my God, King, I love you! Hey, it's okay, they're fans. Okay, let them do they fans. Okay, oh my God, stop my shirt, please. Please, on my neck. Oh my God! I'm never forgetting. Oh my God! Let's get him out of here. King, how you take over the world? And what are your plans after you take over the world? And it's only cheated on the queen? And why we make it cheat on the queen? Go back the f*** off!
Excuse me, my king.
Shit, what did I tell you about disturbing royalty? What the f*** do you want?
The president's on the phone.
Tell him I'm busy.
He said it's important.
And you know what else is important? My f***ing TV show. Tell him I'm busy! Now for the love of God, get out! Exit! I'm stressed. Sierra, bring the baby oil!